First and foremost, I'd like to give all honors, praises, glories, thanksgivings, greetings, salutations, respects to yaHaWaH, Bahasham, yaHaWaShai, Bahasham, Wakara, Wakakwadash, yaHaWaH. He is, he has been, he will be. yaHaWaH, he is existence itself. yaHaWaH, he exists. yaHaWaShai, he is salvation, he is deliverance, he is help, he is succor. yaHaWaShai. He is liberty. He is victory. Forms, types of salvation. yaHaWaShai. He saves only the true Hebrew Israelites from the true Hebrew Israelite 12 tribe chart, from Salakia, so-called African Americans brought over on the West Atlantic slave trade, so-called Aboriginal original Native Americans, so-called Hispanic Latinos from North South America and all over the world whose original homestead is Israel, Jerusalem, Levant, Canaan, Rakal, Rawak, Hakwadash, Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit. Double peace, honor, salutations, respects to the elders of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, Aram, Gabar, Rakal, Rawak, top men, leaders, past, present, future, head, apostle, prophets, predestinated from the beginning of time, hopefully elect for salvation, victory, liberty, when Adonai yaHaWaShai and King David break through the clouds and the clouds, so-called UFOs, vehicles of Israel, and establish salvation through destruction, deliverance through annihilation, starting with the hopefully elect men, and starting with Great Millstone. Shalom to the Octomad on the Howards and Bowers Internet Information Super Howard, pushing this truth and sincerity, the four corners of earth, following true sincere doctrine of the great leaders of GMS, of the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha, in the Paleo, Hebrew, Koine, Greek, English, starting with the King James Version and adding supplemental languages, versions of the Bibles, and studyings to show your calling and election, sure, and be a good Berean like you are supposed to be. Shalom, Brother Sharath, one more time until the missiles hit. Babylon, the great mystery. Babylon, the bitch that sits on the beast in Revelation, is America and will be set on fire, and every asshole in it, regardless of ethnicity. Esau Edom's gonna get set on fire, Gentile pagan Hayden's gonna get set on fire, and the majority of you black nigger Americanized Christianized Hebrew Israelites are gonna be set on motherfucking fire. yaHaWaH, whom willingly calls God, is going to unalive the majority of his own people, so the rest of you guys are super fucked. So and thus, the mark on the left-hand side, the satanic side, the so-called red, white, European, Caucasian man side, Cain's side, Satan's side, the devil's side, is physical, carnal. Just like you, satanic left side, human beings, which are the majority of the world, think carnally and not even that much. You're a bunch of dumbasses. But the very few thoughts y'all do have is literally carnal. Eating, shitting, sleeping, working sometimes, sex all the time, and even being lazy. Y'all put hard work into being lazy, which means y'all don't put any work in at all for anything. So, and thus, all of the left-handed side, human beings, again, the majority of you human beings are gonna get the RFID chip Neuralink market beast because y'all act carnal and y'all do carnally, and so that you will receive carnally and receive a carnal reward via thermonuclear ICBMS. Was brought to you by Russia from the land of Russia. When World War III finally commences at its peak, Russia and the whole world versus America and Israel. The whole world, except for America and Israel, is going to get with Russia and destroy America and set this motherfucker on fire and every asshole in it. Worship food, worship money, worship the woman, and you will end up worshiping Esau Edom himself directly with his RFID chip Neuralink mark of the beast. Any high technology inserted anywhere in your body, and it is the mark of the beast. And if you're in America, you will be set on fire if you do not get unalived in any other way. If you are outside of America, you're still going to get set unalived. You may not be set on fire, but you will be either unalived or picked up for slavery. Either choice is a hell of a choice. So, and thus, mark on the left hand side is literal physical khar, Revelation 13:6, and he, Esau, Edom, so called red, white, European, Caucasian, the devil of the scripts, Satan's children, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hands or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell food, save he that had the mark of the name of the beast of the number of his name. Cháragma is the word for mark in the Koine Greek, cháragma, and it is a mark or graven, as in to engrave. And even the word grave, like a grave in a cemetery, is called a grave because you engraved in the earth a hole to put a body in. Stamp and printed mark, literal, literal. A brand, a sculpture, a carving, literal, literal, literal. A scratch, an etching, literal, literal. So, and metaphysically speaking, even if it was a wicked ideology or a political policy that you were aligning yourself with, one cannot tell that you're aligning yourself with one, even if you say you are, without you physically doing something to show that you are aligned. Gang members, when they're initiating their fellow stupid gang members, don't just say, "Hey, you want to be in my gang? Good, you're in my gang," and the other person doesn't go ahead and say, "Yeah, I'm in your gang, and we are going to gang bang." That doesn't happen. You have to literally be jumped in or do a crime to show that you're worthy of being in the gang. Same thing with the army. You have to go through 12 weeks of basic training to get in there. For the most part, most things you have to go through something so that you can be aligned with whatever it is you're joining, a situation, organization, what have you. No different with the devil, especially with the devil who wants to know literally where you stand by physically marking you. You cannot say, "I'm joining the beast system, Esau, Edom. Please give me my food and my money." They're going to tell you to get in line with the guillotine and get your motherfucking head cut off unless you literally physically show your loyalty by literally physically getting implanted. Again, just because you do not get implanted but you're still living a wicked life doesn't mean you're not going to not get set on motherfucking fire. Even if you don't take the arthritic chip Neuralink mark of the beast and you're a piece of shit, you will, I guarantee, be set on motherfucking fire. So, and thus, Isaiah 36:6, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed, or mighty chip Neuralink, on Egypt, America, where if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it, all mighty chip Neuralink. So is Pharaoh, American president, Salakia president, king of Egypt, king of America, to all that trust in him. The word for reed, qânâh, from the root word qânâh. This qânâh in that is translated reed is H77, and it comes from the qânâh H7069, which in itself comes from the qânâh, which is a primitive word. It does not get broken down anymore. H7069, which literally means to erect. To erect. And so the base word is to erect. And by extension, figuratively, metaphorically, to procure and purchase, to attain, also to establish and confirm, because when you erect something, you're establishing, confirming, procuring, purchasing, attaining. And if you erect something and establish it and create it, you own it. You may have bought it or you may have got it of your own strength, but you own it. Thus, the word qânâh is translated by or with to buy, to get, to purchase, to possess, to own, even to recover and redeem, because you are erecting or creating, establishing a person, a process, or something to have it back. Qânâh, literal, to erect, metaphorical, figuratively, to buy, get, possess, recover. And then reed, branch, calamus, balance, spearman, because reed branches, canes, and stalks are all erect when they're out in the wilderness. Bones are erect. Spearmen, a spear is a type of reed and branch. You need to really study, show yourself, prove, and understand words and how they mean in metaphors and metaphors and similes and maxims and axioms, which are a bunch of fancy words for metaphors. If you want to attain some semblance of salvation, or not, be lazy and get sent on motherfucking fire. Qânâh, from the word to erect, translated reed, branch, Cain, spearman. By get, possess, own. Genesis 1. And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the yaHaWaH. Cain, qayin. And in the verse it tells you where the word comes from. Qânâh. Qayin Cain and said, I have gotten qânâh. So qânâh and qayin are the same. As you click on one, qayin, Cain, Kenite, possession. Literally, his name is possession because Eve said, I have gotten a man from yaHaWaH. So she possesses one. Kenite, smiths, because smiths create spears. And guess what the other word for qayin is? It is qayin, H7013, spear, the sword of the Lord. So Cain, Esau, Edom, so-called red, white, European, Caucasian, is coming back in the spirit of Cain, which is a murderer from the beginning and a goddamn liar, and is trying to usurp yaHaWaH and his children, the Hebrew Israelites, by pretending that he is yaHaWaH, God, Lord, Allah, and making his people, the white people, the people of power, and trying to enslave slash kill the true people of the Bible, the true people of power, yaHaWaH, yaHaWaH. Cain is a reincarnation of Edom. Numbers 20:18. And Edom said unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come at thee with the sword. The sword of the Lord is Esau, Edom. And he's coming at us with the sword of swords, RFID chip, Neuralink mark of the beast, in which you will need some sort of hypodermic needle or some sort of puncturing, piercing, prodding, poking device to pierce, literally tear your skin to have some high technology inserted in you. Take it and you are fucked. In America, 100% via thermonuclear fire. Everywhere else in the world, you're still fucked. You're either gonna die in another way or you're gonna get picked up to be motherfucking slaves. If you, I won't even speak on it. I don't know what's gonna happen to any, hopefully, lake members that have the R30 chip Neuralink mark of the beast. I think I've heard Elder Tahar say something, but that's way too high level for me. I'm super not that close, or I don't know anything about it. So, and thus, running out of time, and I'll come back with more with the mark on the left hand side and the implementator of it, Cain, Esau, Edom, so called red, white, European, Caucasian. Until then, shalom, bayat, the water, shalom.